Hi everyone, it's Tammy from Shrinking Violet DS, and today is April 13. And somehow I missed doing an update last week. I don't know how I did it. I didn't even realize that I had missed it. Um, Time just got away from me. Only thing I can think of is that maybe it was because it was spring break, and so things were a little different around the house. And I don't know. I'm missing an entire week out of my memory, pretty much. Um, anyway, I had duodenal switch surgery on March 9, 2017 in Mexicali, California with Dr. Escara of Mexicali Bariatric Clinic. When I started my pre-op diet on February 19, I weighed 260 pounds. On my date of surgery, I weighed 248 pounds. When I last came to you on April 1, I weighed 230.2 pounds. April 8th, the missing week, I weighed 227.2, and today I weigh 223. On April 1, when I came to you, I had actually gained, I can't remember if it was 2.8 or 3.8 pounds that previous week due to PMS and very possibly the 3-week stall and all of that stuff, just all coming together in a perfect storm. And that was hard on my psyche. I did not like seeing the scale move up. Normally, though, before surgery, I would have gained 5 pounds of water weight, and this time I gained, like I said, either 2.8 or 3.8. I can't remember. I think it was 2.8. So it was better than it usually is, but still to, have gone through surgery so recently and to be losing a pound a day up until then, and then all of a sudden seeing a gain was just awful. It made me realize that even though I had said I didn't care if I lost weight as long as my comorbidities resolved, I actually do care that I lose weight. I think it made me be a little bit more honest with myself. Anyway, this morning, I had my upper GI fluoroscopy as a follow-up to surgery to make sure that I was healing properly, and the radiologist said that it was great. I only had to take 2 drinks of the barium because he said that it was so perfect that he says, we could have really just looked with the 1 drink and it would have been fine. Oh, it looks like the sun's doing weird stuff. Hold on a minute. There. Maybe, yeah, a little bit better. Anyway, and he says, whoever did your surgery deserves an A+. He says, this is perfect textbook surgery. He says, it couldn't look any better. There's no scar tissue anywhere. There's no narrowing, no strictures, nothing. He says, it is absolutely perfect. So thanks, Dr. Escara. I did a lot of research before I chose him. I was a self-pay, and I didn't have to be. I have insurance that would have covered weight loss surgery. But I specifically wanted the duodenal switch, and I specifically wanted somebody who does a lot of them and who has done them for a while and who gets rave reviews from his patients. And I narrowed it down to Dr. Rabkin in San Francisco, Dr. Srikanth in Federal Way, Washington, and Dr. Escara in Mexico. And I could not find anybody who did not like Dr. Escara and his entire team. The others, people like the surgeons, but didn't necessarily feel like the rest of the team gave them as good a service. But with Mexicali Bariatric, everybody is responsive. Absolutely everybody, from the driver right on up to the surgeon, and everyone in between. So I am really pleased with my choice, and it was nice to have another medical professional kind of back that up and say, yeah, good choice, good job. So that makes me happy. Last time I came to you, I was telling you that I had thrown up some Jersey Mike's that I had eaten, and I still throw up occasionally. I would say at least twice a week I make myself throw up, unfortunately. And I think a lot of it is still eating too fast. And so what I did, I think part of the reason I eat too fast is just habit. But another part of the reason that I eat too fast is is because my food gets cold and I don't like that. It's not good, it's not tasty. So I went online looking for an insulated container that I could use to eat out of. And I found Lunchbox insulated container. It looks huge, but it's really not that big when you look at beside my head. It's 16 ounces. And you fill it, it's got an insulated lid. And then, of course, the insulated inside. You fill it up with boiling water before you start making your meal, and you close it up, and it sits there and it absorbs the heat. And then when your food's done, pour it out, dry it out, and put your food in it. And so this is what I eat out of all the time now. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner if I'm eating hot stuff. And it works beautifully. I cannot recommend it highly enough. It makes eating so much more enjoyable when you don't have one hot bite, one warm bite, and the rest are cold bites. Or you have to keep getting up and microwaving it and drying it out. It's just, this is far superior. I think it also helps to slow me down because I make a point of closing it up completely between each bite. And so I'll take a bite and chew and, be closing up the container, and I'll chew, swallow, wait, think about my next bite, and then I have to take the time to open the container all the way, take my next bite, and then repeat. But I think even just taking the time to open the container, it just slows me down that much more. So that's good. That's one of my new favorite things. A few of my favorite foods I thought I would share with you. One of them is Tasty Bites Cashmere Spinach. And it has, in half this pack, which is 5 ounces, it has 90 calories, 4 net carbs, and 5 grams of protein. And it takes 1 minute in the microwave, or you can drop the whole bag, just as it is, in boiling water for 5 minutes. And it's really good. And it's great for people who are in the soft food stage still, because it's really mushy and it doesn't have to be refrigerated. So that's really nice. So that's one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites is Lowry's Bacon Curl pork rinds. They have the original one, and they have hot and spicy. And these you put into the microwave like popcorn, and they puff up and heat up, and they are absolutely delicious. And these are also good for people in the mushy food stage, because once you chew them, they are nothing. They're an absolute paste. So really good. And the stats on these are amazing. One container is 3.5 servings, but frankly, I eat the whole thing. So one container has 210 calories. It has, each serving has less than 1 gram of carbs, so 2 grams of carbs maybe, and 30 grams of protein. It also has, in the whole thing, 7 grams of fat. I don't pay attention to fat because I'm a duodenal switch patient. I only absorb 20% of the fat that I eat anyway. But even if you are paying attention to fat, 7 grams, not that much compared to 30 grams of protein and negligible carbs. So those are really good. And they're great for people who like to kind of snack in the evenings in front of the television. They're really good for that too. And again, if you pour them into your little Lunchbot thing, oops, I was going to pick it up and show it to you again. If you pour it into your Lunchbot, they will stay hot, which is really nice. Another thing that I eat a lot of, and that also turns into a complete paste, are Costco's macadamia nuts, dry roasted with sea salt. These, even when my stomach is irritated, I can eat these. And 1 ounce has 230 calories, 2 grams of net carbs, 2 grams of protein, and 24 fat. And again, I don't watch fat being duodenal switch. I only get less than 5 grams of fat from that. But I think fat's important, really, for weight loss. And so I think that these are actually really good. I found that when I was having that stall and the PMS weight gain and everything, that's when I got these. And as soon as I started eating these, I started losing again. And it could have just been because it was time for me to lose again, but it also could have been because I was bumping up my calories finally. Before these, I was getting about 700 calories, between 7 and 800 calories a day. Since I've gotten these, I've been able to get my calories up to at least 1,000 a day and often 1,100. And that's where I find that I lose about a pound a day when I'm between 11 and 1,200 calories a day. It makes a big difference for me. Finally, my last two things that I was going to show you are the Boursin cheese. I talked about these last week, and I get these at Costco. You can get them at any grocery store in their kind of nice cheese section, and it's a soft cheese, kind of like it's got the texture of goat cheese, but it's not goat cheese. It just says pasteurized milk and cream, garlic, salt, white pepper, parsley, chives. That's it. So there's nothing weird in it, nothing that's unrecognizable. I get this at Costco. It comes in a 3-pack with 2 of this garlic and herb and 1 shallot and chive. Man, I'm bad at that whole thing. Gournay cheese. I don't know what that means. Anyway, 2 tablespoons, and I mix this with my eggs, with my scrambled eggs, and it's fantastic. Or you can even just put it on a cracker if you want, or you eat it with a spoon, kind of like Laughing Cow. 2 tablespoons has 120 calories, 1 carb, 2 protein, and 12 grams of fat. So yeah, that's really good stuff. And it's nice because it doesn't have kind of the weird, sometimes Laughing Cow has a weird texture to me. It's almost like a fake texture. And so I like this better. Anyway, but I do like the Laughing Cow. I eat those too. Looks like that's all of my little favorite things that I was going to share with you today. I hope you all have a nice Easter. I've got to go get started prepping for my Easter brunch, and I will talk to you next week. I won't skip a week again, I promise. Bye.